Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Cecily. How are you doing today? I wanted to share with you about my travels through, the Southeast Asia and some of the things that I've encountered or endured, or some advice that was given to me as a single woman. People were cautioning me, especially me traveling by myself. It was be careful, scams, and all those good things that they like to get you with. And I'm saying there's scams anywhere. There's many scams that are done actually in the United States. But they say, oh, it's more prevalent when you go to third world countries. First of all, I don't like that word third world country, because who are we to say it's a third world country because they don't have what we have? But what makes what we have standard, and who are we to judge? That's first of all, I like to say. So for that non-judgment and judging others of where they come from. And you can find beauty in wherever you go if you take the time. Now, the things I found some scammers to be your fellow Americans, your fellow UK people that want to scam other expats. That has been true time and time again. And then I've met some beautiful expats from different countries and different things. Now, I was told, oh, you're going to meet gigolos from here in Thailand that want you for your money. You're going to meet gigolos in the Philippines that want you for your money. Wherever these countries go, they want to marry you to get the benefits of being a U.S. citizen, and blah, 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 blah. And I ran across a person that was very interesting, that was from Nigeria, that was working their way, and to do that. Some of the things, reconnecting, connecting issues, so I want to be on top of this. Um, there was some things there as well, but I was told by someone that had visited Africa, there are some con artists there that want to marry you for your money. If you don't have money, they don't have time for you. But that you do that in America. If someone doesn't have money, or you do that in the UK, if they don't have money, you don't want to be bothered with them. As well as a female or even a male, you don't want to hang around with someone, and that's not so. When we stop judging and start being and doing, you'll see a different outcome. I put it like this: I'm living the things that I want to do, I'm making it to the countries that I want. I had an expectation that I wanted to be here, there, I wanted to be in Italy, I wanted to be in Spain, I wanted to be in Portugal. I mean, I had all these aspects in line, but the universe, or I would like to say, the the universe takes you where you're going to go for a certain period of time to learn whatever you need to learn. And these different aspects, like going to Malaysia and learning their culture, and getting involved with there was like really different as well. You know what I mean? Like seeing the coffee, the chocolate, and things, and tasting it, and the people, and the street carts, and all of that. That was wonderful. They speak a little bit more English than people in Thailand, which is okay. Thailand not only need to really speak it or learn some, phrase words. I made it in and out of there. 6 months was speaking Noi Thai, letting them know Noi Thai, learn little Thai, and someone was able to teach me Thai, and that was wonderful. Being part of that, of someone taking it in hand, like I told you about my landlord, which was really nice, and wanted to go above and beyond duty, which is really nice, or that we would see. I was told about Thai people being two-faced, to say one thing, do another thing. But how many Americans, UK, and other people are not two-faced as well? So we're so quick to say that, but I was told they will not answer if they don't know the question, because they like to know everything, and it's to save face. I don't know if that is to be true or not. That was not my experience. The people that I met were really honest with me, as far as I could tell, and was straightforward. And listen, so there was that, but there was some incidents where, people like, well, they see this foreigner and they want to charge money, so they're doing the best they can. Well, they figure you have money, so why should they charge you the same prices they charge the locals, the residents, or the native people that live there? And that's anywhere. When you go out someplace, when you're selling your items, you have to do the pricing according to their market of that area. So to me, that is different. And so I'm grateful for that, is learning and seeing the the thing that we try to separate ourselves from, but how we are really united and connected in the way we speak. Now, being here in the Philippines, a lot of the signs are in English. A lot of the stations that they have are in English as well as Filipino. They have a lot more meat versus vegetables. I have yet to see a fruit stand. I've seen some, but not like I've seen in Thailand. So I am going on that basis, and I know that there's a lot to do, like going scuba diving, which I want to do, and I haven't did that in about 21 years. So I really want to do that. I want to go to the waterfalls. So there's some things that I want to be able to do, and hopefully, eventually, I will get to do those things and be able to be a part of and tell you some more beautiful things. But I was able to go to the mall. They have a couple of malls now. Their mall is not like our mall, like their food court. They had four little carts, like like street carts that we see that were called their food court, where there was like one, two, three, six stores. So I took a picture, and they were offering little bites. And then down the next floor, they had a big restaurant that they would have, and they're different prices. Now the prices, it doesn't look like the locals can actually afford that. Now that's something too. So it's really interesting that they have these malls. I haven't been. There's a great big mall that they say I have to go into Cebu City to actually see, to get a better understanding of what's there. So I haven't been there yet. Like I said, I've only been here maybe wow, we've only been here 2 days. 3 days. 3 days. We've been here 3 days thus far. And there's different ways to get around. There's a boat that you can do, which is really nice to do, that we're planning to take from Manila, from Cebu to Manila, to get in there, to get in the plane to do our next travel, so be it. So I was also told in the Philippines that you only could get 21-day pass, and lo and behold, I found out you can get a 30-day pass, not a um, 21 days. So that's very important. And also, there's a way to get your passport extended if you want to stay, by going to immigration as well. Same thing in Thailand. You want to stay for 30 days, you get a 60-day or whatever it is. They give it to you, go back and you get an extension. And then after that, you get an extension. You might do a visa run, you might not. You can get another extension sometimes. So it all depends on everything working out. Now here, I'm finding in the Philippines, you can retire here as 35, but there's certain capitals that you need to be able to have in your bank account, to be able to go and be able to invest and be a part of the community. Same thing in Malaysia, you have to have a certain income. There, they want you to have $50,000 right on cash in Malaysia to actually retire. And there's a way, and they have many people that can help you through the paperwork as well as going to immigration. I had no desire really to stay in Malaysia past a couple of days. Learning about that. Also, I want to say that Philippines is a lot cheaper than also the Thai. So the Thai baht actually wins versus the Filipino pesos. And I found the Malaysia dollar, where the Thai is cheaper. Thai's money is not worth the Malaysian ringgit. So there's different things that you want to think about when you're going. The money situation you want to think about as well. In my travels, you want to think about the food. Like this is basically, they eat a lot of meat and they eat a lot of pork. So that's something else you want to think about, your diet, how you can get around now. I'm not saying they're not markets. They have sour sop here. They have other things here. I forgot the name of. I have to turn the camera because the Wi-Fi goes out every now and then, and when it's hitting a certain way, it actually does very much better. Um, they have durian here as well. Then they have durian also in Malaysia as well. So I haven't tasted their durian here. They have pineapple here, of course. They have this calaso lime that looks like a lime orange cross between orange and side. but it's lime juice and it's a bit sour. So they use that. And they have a lot of adobo, or they eat a lot of adobo here in the Philippines. So adobo, like Simon and I was saying, that adobo we usually we think about Spanish adobo. Like that's what I thought when I was in Hawaii and my friends were Filipino. And I said, wow, adobo, it's Spanish. He said, not really, their adobo is different than the Spanish adobo. So you got to remember the Philippines was inhabited and conquered by the Spanish here at first. And that's where a lot of the barbecue come from and a lot of their dishes come from. And then the Chinese came over as well. So you have a lot of Spanish and Chinese here, descendants here as well. So that's good, something to know. So I'm looking at some of the words, and some of the words that I know is like I know Spanish, so I'm able to really get along much better. Like far as I haven't been out to go dancing, I've seen there's spas. I'm waiting to hear from a place called the Pranic Filipino Foundation to see if I could be part of that and share some of the things that I learned from being a pranic healer, energy worker there as well. But I see some things that are going on that I think would be wonderful to share with you guys. So I'm looking at all of this and looking at the beauty. For the past couple of days it's rained, so I've kind of been sad. It hasn't been really sunny that much, so I'm looking for the sun. And I'm down, Cebu is south of the Philippines. It's near islands and things. As a matter of fact, the airport is on an island, which is really nice. So I'm near the water, so I'm feeling a lot better. I am a person that loves to be near the beach and like the beach. So I will take you on my journey as I go through the Philippines, and I hope you like it. But I just want us to stop separating ourselves and thinking of another country as less than or not superior than. And to me, it's insulting, but not very beautiful like, and I'm not saying everything is beautiful and it's gorgeous and everything, life is wonderful. And I know that we all have that, but I would like it to be more that we're not always generalizing other countries. It's the same thing in America about separatism. I don't like that. I don't like that we have races, even though we try to hide that we're racist in America. That is a down spot, that there racism right there. Not only racism of race, but racism of class and wealth, and how people less than or don't have a lot, they're thought less than. Like even the homeless people in the street, they're not treated with respect. How many people that are homeless that disappear do you think people make reports about? Because people don't really care. They don't know. That's something to think about. It's really deep. We all matter, and we all play a part in this universe, in this world, in your country. We have a purpose. So it's very important for you to know your purpose and also to know your plot in this world and do what you can do. And if you can make someone happy and make them feel better, do so. But just be careful, because there are scams. That do these things. Try to take advantage. I'm learning the internet. It's not so great. Better. I'm able to get online a lot longer. When I first got here, it was horrible. Basically, go downstairs and sit in a lobby and do stuff. So that's really hard when you're working and doing edification for your next book and trying to write it. So I'm looking forward to all these things that I have to do. So I want to say, without further ado, this is your favorite metaphysician, Dr. Cecily D'Angelo. I want to say love, light, life, and longevity and prosperity to all of us. I leave that with you in great standing, and I would like to say blessings to you all.